Hi, in this video we're going to look at linear equations in one variable. In this particular video we're going to look at some vocabulary that we'll be using when we're dealing with linear equations and solving them, and then some various types of the equations. So just some introduction, and then we'll get to some examples. First off, well, what is an equation? An equation is a statement saying that two expressions are equal. So it's basically just giving you a statement of equality between two particular expressions. Statements are typically either true or false, and that's what we'll be interested in. Particularly, we'll be interested in values of a variable that make the equation true. Such values are called the solutions to the equations. So you can see here, the solution is the value of the variable that makes the equation true. Now, when we're asked to solve an equation, we're typically asked to find the solution set. And the solution set is just a set containing all the solutions to a given equation. Some equations may have more than one, some may not have any. Right? That'll be our goal when we solve an equation. Equations have various types. There are three main types that we're going to have. We'll have identities, and identities are equations that are true for all replacements. Of the variable. For example, here we have an equation, 3x plus 4x equals 7x. Now, you can see that 3x plus 4x is, if you add them together, 7x. So we could say, okay, well, what we're doing in our head is we're saying there's 3 of them plus 4 of them, so we're really adding 3 plus 4 times x, okay? And 3 plus 4 is 7x, and 7x equals 7x is a true statement. Always, right? No matter what you put in here for x. Plug in 0, you get 0 equals 0. 2, you get 14 equals 14. So it doesn't matter what you plug in for x, this equation is always true. That makes this equation an identity. Now, we'll use a lot of identities, particularly in trigonometry, but we'll have some in college algebra, particularly identities that will help us solve equations, things we can do to both sides of an equation. Another type would be a contradiction. A contradiction is false for all replacements of the variable. In other words, there's no x value that could possibly make the equation true. And here's an example of a contradiction. So it's an equation. We've got our two expressions set equal to each other. 2x minus 5 equals 2x plus 3. Now, as we'll see later, we can add or subtract the same thing to both sides. If we subtract 2x from both sides, we will get that negative 5 equals 3. Now, negative 5 does not equal 3, and so this is a false statement. When we get a false statement, we know we have a contradiction, and it doesn't matter what value of x is, there is no x in this expression, so there is no x that could possibly be put in here to solve it. Okay, so we've got identities, true all the time, contradictions, false all the time, and what we'll be typically dealing with, though, are conditional equations. And conditional equations are true for certain replacements of the variable. I'll just say for some replacements of the variable. So here we have 2x plus 5 equals 13. This is an example of a linear equation. And we'll do a bunch more examples after this, but we can find a value of x that solves this equation. You might be able to see one right now. We can find that by subtracting 5. So we've got 2x equals, and then 13 minus 5 is 8. And then we can divide both sides by 2. So we have x equals 4. This value here is a solution to this equation, because if we were to plug in 4, so let's do this right now, 2 times 4 plus 5 equals 13. Well, 8 plus 5 is indeed 13. So that replacement for the variable led us to a true expression. That means this is a solution. It's also the solution set, or we could write down the solution set. It would be the set containing 4. If this equation had any others, we would include those, but there are not any for this. Okay, so we have that. We have equations. They're statements that express that two mathematical expressions are equal. A solution is a replacement for the variable that makes that equation true. Solution set is a set of all of them. And then we have our 3 types of equations: identities, contradictions, and conditionals. We'll be most interested in the last one. All right, we'll do some more examples after.